kept Julie Sue the same, I guess. The Chaotix. SBO, Vector, Charmy, Mighty, Ray. Currently freelance operatives for the Kingdom of Acorn in the war against Robotnik, because none of them are echidnas, they don't believe that Knuckles is the Avatar to them. He is just a best friend who, they are thankful, was able to cheat death when Knuckles leaves on his pilgrimage to the Far East. The Chaotix remain in Narwhal City with Julie Sue, or they opt out of being incorporated into the Narwhal Special Forces team and decide instead open a detective agency as established in Chaotix, Sonic Heroes, and Sonic X. It is in the period during Knuckles' absence that the Chaotix connection would ideally occur. After Knuckles liberates Angel Island, the Chaotix will relocate their detective agency to that location. Alright, second tier characters. Bunny Rabbit, Sally's best friend, currently shares a high-rise apartment with Fiona Fox in Narwhal City, co-leader and pilot for the Narwhal Special Forces team. Bunny broke up with Antoine after the war against Robotnik radically changed his personality. Antoine's departure from the team to accompany the King and Queen on the royal tour is a relief, since she doesn't have to work so closely with him. However, the events of a Bunny story will cause Bunny to undergo a period of doubt where she will feel like an outcast. Not having a boyfriend will intensify her feelings of loneliness, and she will leave Narwhal. 3 miles into her journey, Bunny realizes that running away isn't the answer. She has to stay and face her problems. It makes her realize that years ago she ran away from home rather than deal with the problems there. And so she travels back to her hometown in the origin of Bunny Rabbit to confront her dark past. We will learn Bunny's true name, Scarlett O'Hare, and what happened to her parents. So basically, instead of Antoine being this Antoine that broke up with her being revealed as evil Antoine Patch from the anti-Mobius, it would have been the real Antoine. So, and he would have, I guess, focused on Bunny, revealing a lot about her past. So, I guess that sounds good, but still, it's like, really? You know, and this is what I'm talking about, some ideas being a little asinine. Antoine DeCoulet, Bunny's former boyfriend, Sonic's former rival. Currently serving as head of King Max and Queen Alicia's security detail on the royal tour, the war against Robotnik greatly changed Antoine's personality, making him into a darker character. Only Dr. Quack knows how Antoine got his scar. It wasn't in battle. He slipped on a banana peel while in the kitchen and fell into a nearby cutlery rack. Antoine doesn't know that there is another reason why he is chosen for the tour, one that dates back to issue 60's The Ultimatum. When Max tells Sally that the source has advised that she marry Antoine, Max never stated why. The new manifestation of the source, located in an underground grotto in the eastern mountains, holds the key. It'll be revealed that the source knew even back then that the future war would make Antoine darker, and that's why it instructed Max to choose him as Sally's mate. He represents the loss of innocence. The source was hoping that Sally would fully bond with it and fallen under its sway. As future king and queen, they would have been its puppets. The source still intends for this to occur. Antoine is taken to the grotto and immerses himself in the source at Max's behest. The source offers him power beyond his imagination, enticing him by telling him that he can finally be respected by everyone and win Bunny back. Poor Antoine accepts the sword's offer, is possessed by its will, and becomes a villain. The source will refuse to release Antoine from its grip until Sally fully bonds with the source and accepts the sword as her own, in Ultimatum 2. So basically, he was planning on making Antoine a villain, if not a possessed villain, if not a villain acting under the control of a corrupted source, or something like that. Basically, it would be like with Sally when she became Mecha Sally. Everything she did was beyond her control. Even though she knew what she was doing, she couldn't stop herself. Next up, Fiona Fox, Sonic's other potential love interest, or just Sonic's potential love interest, currently shares an apartment with Bunny Rabbit in Knothole City and is an operative with the Knothole Special Forces team. Sonic had once busted into a Robotnik-controlled base where she was held captive along with Mighty and Ray. Sonic was able to free the other two, but Fiona was left behind. Fiona harbored resentment towards Sonic for years after this, but when he apparently sacrificed himself to prevent an alien weapon from destroying Mobius, her feelings turned to respect. Now that he has returned safe and alive, those feelings will blossom into more. Fiona is unaware that Tails has a crush on her, and furthermore, couldn't suspect him of ever having such feelings, since she was never told about the Fiona infiltrator that broke his heart. Yeah, about that. When Ken Penders took over, he basically had Fiona acknowledge that the Fiona Tails fell for was not really her. And that was kind of a disappointment for Tails, as we all know. But moving on. Next one. Mina Mongoose, or Mina Mongoose, depending on how you call it, Sonic's former love interest. During Sonic's absence, she became a famous pop singer who performed for the Acorn Royal Guard in order to boost their spirits in the war against Robotnik. Mina lives in Knothole City with her mother, Isabel, but is currently on tour. Ash the Mongoose is her boyfriend and manager. Mina still holds deep feelings for Sonic, but her heart belongs to Ash. In the upcoming Songs Sung Blue two-parter, Robotnik dispatches updated versions of Heavy and Bomb to assassinate Mina because he allegedly hates her singing. The truth of the matter is that he can't stand being a closet Mina fan. Sally assigns Sonic to act as Mina's bodyguard, which Ash doesn't like at all. Adding tension to the situation is the fact that all of Mina's song's lyrics appear to be subconsciously directed towards Sonic, hence the title. Next up, Jules and Bernadette Hitchcock, Sonic's parents. Currently living in Knothole City, took comfort in the fact that they still had each other during the time Sonic was believed to be dead, even though Jules' condition makes it impossible for them to have any more. While Sonic was away, Jules and Marina own and operate a Knothole City diner called Uncle Chuck's, whose specialty is chili dogs. Future stories will hopefully emphasize the fact that Jules is one tough customer due to his roboticized nature and can handle himself in battle. Next characters, Sir Charles Hitchcock, Sonic's Uncle Chuck. Royal Science Advisor to the Kingdom of Acorn, currently accompanying Max and Alicia on the royal tour with Antoine. He won't see Sonic again until the Fall of Empire arc, which will take place in Station Square. After departing Station Square, Charles and Alicia detect odd behavior on Max's part, especially when he orders his pilots to set a course for the Eastern Mountains instead of back to Knothole City. Max won't reveal his actions no matter how many times Charles asks. The situation escalates to the point where Charles and Alicia find themselves literally prisoners aboard Acorn 1. Unbeknownst to them, they are being taken to the source. However, Charles finds a means of getting a distress call to Sonic before the plane disappears in the mountain. Whew. Alright, Maximilian and Alicia Acorn, Sally's parents. During Sonic's year-long absent, Max has regained the use of his legs, and Alicia has taken a more active role in affairs of state. The royal couple are currently on tour to fortify the kingdom against Robotnik, with Station Square as their final stop. It'll be revealed that Max's decision to have Sally someday wed Antoine in issue 60's The Ultimatum was directly influenced by the Source's hold on him. Max's departure from Mobotropolis in issue 75 removed him from the Source's proximity-based influence and allowed him to start seeing Sonic's merits. The apparent destruction of the Source in 110 and the exile of the Sword of Acorns in 111 severed Max from the Source completely. Thus, when Sally asked for Sonic to be the royal's consort, Max readily agreed along with Alicia. However, we will learn that the Source has returned stronger and has begun to exert a subconscious influence over Max once again. After Max departs Station Square with the rest of the Royal Tour members, the influence starts to become a conscious one. Even though Max still looks like himself, Alicia and Charles note discrepancies in his behavior, especially when he orders Acorns One's pilots to change course for the Eastern Mountains. When Alicia asks why they're going there, he tells her that it's classified info. Alicia finds herself a prisoner aboard Acorn One with Charles. It'll be revealed that the Source is communicating with Max through the crown of acorns, similar to the way it communicated to Sally through the sword. As Max gets closer and closer to the Source, he will start to undergo a physical change. By the time Max arrives there, he will have completely transformed into Ixis Nagas, who will have found a mystical means back into our realm through Max's physical form. When the crown of acorns is destroyed, Ixis will be banished back to his realm, and Max will return to normal. Nicole, Sally's royal advisor, set in a handheld computer. So in other words, she doesn't get a body with Karl Bollars in charge. Did not undergo any changes during Sonic's 1-year absence. Sally has appointed Nicole to the post of royal advisor while she is acting ruler of Knothole Kingdom. In an upcoming issue, Nicole and Adam will encounter each other for the first time and fall in love, causing the movie equivalent of Romeo and Juliet, since Robotnik and Sally will both be against the match made in Cyber Heaven. So now we know who exactly would be basically responsible for Nicole and Adam being together, or trying to get together. Rouge the Bat, professional thief, treasure hunter, secret agent, nightclub owner, has been pardoned for her past illegal activities, currently lives in Station Square and works as an operative for the president. Owns her own nightclub there. Rouge will encounter Knuckles while he is on his pilgrimage in a story called She's All Bat. She will also play a significant role in the upcoming Fall of Empire arc. Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic's dark twin and not-so-friendly rival. Currently mobile, Shadow is a free agent who wants to see Robotnik stopped by any means necessary, even if it means killing him. It's good. Good coffee. This lack of morals will bring him into conflict with Sonic and the rest of the Knothole Special Forces team in an upcoming arc called Black Hawk Down. We will see that Shadow has been acting as unseen guardian angel to Hope Kunabolto. I can't pronounce it. Whom he believes to resemble his long-dead Maria. When she is kidnapped to Megalopolis, he follows only to find that Hope was bait for an elaborate trap orchestrated by Robotnik himself. Sonic and the Special Forces team follow in order to save Hope and stop Shadow from committing murder. Shadow's actions inadvertently alienate Hope, causing her to fear him. The rejected Shadow aligns himself with Scarix, a mysterious robot that wants nothing more than Robotnik's fall. We eventually learn that Robotnik took a DNA sample from Shadow while he was trapped and has used it to clone an army of Shadows to serve him like in Sonic Heroes. Third tier characters. And I told you, this is a long one. Third tier characters, Rotor. Rotor heads up his own team of eager young technicians, inventing weapons for the Kingdom of Acorn in the war against Robotnik, just like Q and James Bond. Elias and Meg Acorn, Sally's brother and sister-in-law, currently living in the Pharaoh Forest within the Kingdom of Knothole with their daughter Alexis and Meg's father. Elias forsaked the life of a prince, choosing instead the life of a humble woodcutter. He is very skilled at using an axe as a weapon and will protect his home and family no matter what the cost. Ash the Mongoose lives in Knothole City, but is currently on tour with Mina. Ash doesn't like Sonic at all. In his opinion, Sonic broke the heart of the person he loves most in the world. Ash's low self-esteem makes him extremely jealous and fears that Mina will go running to Sonic should the opportunity ever present itself. During the song Sung Blue arc, when Sonic is assigned to bodyguard Mina, Ash will accuse Mina of subconsciously writing her lyrics to Sonic. Is he right? Hope, Robotnik's orphan niece, lives in Knothole City at Rose's orphanage, where she is very happy, although some of the Mobian children pick on her for being an overlander and also being Robotnik's niece. In Black Hawk Down, Robotnik will kidnap Hope from the orphanage, claiming rightful custody of her since she is his niece. Shadow will attempt to save her, but Hope will find him to be as frightening as Robotnik. Big the Cat and Froggy lives in Knothole City at Rose's orphanage. Although Big isn't very bright, Sonic likes to go fishing with him because of his extremely carefree nature. Froggy, however, happens to be the smarter of the two. Station Square President and Secretary, Kingdom of Acorn, allies. Both currently live and work in Station Square, coordinating closely with the Kingdom of Acorn in the war against Robotnik. The President constantly finds himself at odds with Gun, Station Square's cooperative military, mainly because he isn't as trigger-happy as Gun's commander, Brass. This growing conflict will be dealt in the Fall of Empire arc, where the President will find himself in the Station Square Congress facing a military coup, while royal dignitaries Max and Alicia Acorn are visiting on the royal tour. Although Sonic the Hedgehog, the Knothole Special Forces, and Rouge successfully saved the lives of the President, the Secretary Max and Alicia, etc., the coup is successful and Brass is instated as the new President. Dulcity Dragon, mythical reptilian friend. Current status unknown. See Michael Gallagher's upcoming four-parter. Jeffrey and Hershey St. John, Kingdom of Acorn spies. The mobile husband and wife spy duo are currently away on a top-secret mission toward the Kingdom of Acorn. Excuse me. Down Under Freedom Fighters, current status unknown. Locke and Laurel Lee, Knuckles' parents. When Angel Island was invaded by Robotnik's forces, Locke was the last of the Brotherhood left standing. The others are missing at best and presumed dead at worst. And the Master Emerald was entrusted to his care. Meanwhile, the pregnant Laurel Lee went into hiding with her current husband, Runemacher, and other free echidnas under the protection of the Dark Legion. It was there that she gave birth to a baby boy named Kneecaps, the echidna. When Haven's location is discovered by General Von Stryker and the Dingoes, Locke entrusts the Master Emerald to the Dark Legion before being captured and subsequently tortured to reveal its location. In the Return to Angel Island arc, he is eventually liberated by Knuckles, Sonic the Chaotix, and the Dark Legion. Laura Lee mistakenly believes Hunter's energy spear to have killed Winnemucca, Molten Rex, Saffron, and Remington, when it has actually teleported them to Megalopolis. Laura Lee is once again without a companion, and in an ironic twist of fate, Locke offers to help her raise Kneecaps even though they aren't romantically attached. Perhaps now they have a second chance at raising a son properly. So man, he had a lot of stuff planned for Knuckles' parents. Dr. Quack, Royal Acorn Royal Physician, seriously injured while tending to wounded civilians.